Hi, welcome back to my channel. This time I'm going to be reviewing the sheglam and Catwoman collection because I love Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman from Batman Returns. Oh my god, I love her so much. And look, I didn't even notice this before. Look how stunning. I love it. I love her costume. I love her vibe, even though I'm allergic to cats. I'm not a cat person. I'm a dog person, but I'm obsessed. See, on the inside, it says, "This cat has claws." I love it. So I'm going to start off with what I usually do, the eyeshadow. I know a lot of people do their face first. Look at this packaging, the stitching with the cat. I love it. Okay, so I'm trying to think. So I'm going to the movies later. I'm going to see a horror movie. So I'm thinking the dark shade. So I'm thinking this and this. And maybe the silver in the lid. So I'm going to do that. So let me start with the... And I love the embossing of the cat. Not much pigment. And again, it's sheglam prices, so I can't be expecting luxury. I mainly got it for the packaging. I have their Harley Quinn collection as well, because if you cannot tell by my hair, I am a Harley Quinn fanatic. So, let's hope this looks good. Not much pigment. I'm sure if I used one of the other brushes, maybe. But kind of disappointing. Let's see what it'll do. More pigment, but I don't like it. It's still patchy. Doesn't really stay in place, I've noticed. Some of it's bleeding onto the lid and onto here, because I usually like that area to be lighter, but whatever. And the silver. So, let's see. Yeah, I forgot I have to use the blush for the mirror. Ooh, okay. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Okay. What do we think? And also, I'm in natural lighting. I like it enough because it's sheglam prices and it's mainly for the packaging, because look at this. You know, as a huge comic book reader and fan of Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, and we have this eyeliner, Catwoman it says, and look, there's little purple metallic slashes. I don't like how it's slanted. Look at that. The slant. I already struggle with my eyeliner doing it straight, so don't flame me in the comments because I know I have a lot of haters. No, I actually do on my other channel, but let's see. Yeah, it's kind of dry. I don't like it. Back, I have my foundation, aka skin tint, concealer, and some contour. So now it's time for the blush. So pretty. Okay, so okay. It's not really doing much, honestly. I know it's a pH thing, but come on. There's even shimmer in here, but it's not really going on the face. Oh, it's more pigmented on this side. That's funny. Yeah, this is nothing. Looks like nothing. This one has more pigment. So I might have to use my Batman sponge, my Revolution Batman sponge, to dab at it a bit. Okay. Got it. Then next up is my little highlighter. And I love, it sucks that it's so tiny because there's barely any product, but I love how it's a ring. It's very Catwoman because we know she's a little thief. So, and there's a little lid. Hello. Even though most people don't carry around a highlighter like that, but it's cute. I could use a brush, but whatever. If I'm on the go, like Catwoman, if I'm off fighting Batman and robbing people, I'm not gonna carry a brush on me. Feels shiny. Okay, not terrible. And then it is lip time. The little tassels that are like whips. I'm obsessed in the stitching. I'm actually going to make a cosplay inspired by Michelle's outfit. It's not going to be a full thing because I can't handle things around my neck. This is already a bit too close to me for my neck, but yeah. It's gonna be holographic pleather stretch fabric, and then I'm gonna add holographic stitching. It's gonna be lower, not too exposing, but it's gonna be, you know, not up here. And I'm gonna arrange the headpiece too. So I'm really excited because I relate to her so much, minus the cats. I relate to her in her rage. And you know what? Let me start putting this on. One of them is called High Stakes. The other is called Swift End. Why is there not another movie? Come on. I hate Warner Brothers. They're always messing around with people's visions. They're always ruining creative visions. That's why we're in the disaster that we are right now. Anyways, let me put this on. High Stakes. This is a lip stain, one of those peely things, so. I'm back about 15 minutes later. Haha. It tickles. Some Vaseline or lip mask or something on here to blend it better, but you know what? I kind of do like the color here, up here, you know, when it's less patchy. I am kind of living for it. If anyone knows a lipstick that is this color, this deep muted berry shade, ooh, it's really pretty. Haha. I love it. I really do love it. It's giving goth, neutral goth. I love it. I just wish it wasn't so patchy, drying, and I don't know. I just don't love it. But I am glad that they're the same shade, so that way I have two of the same thing, even though it would have been nice to have some variety. And they're supposed to be different, but I know they're one's High Stakes, one's Swift End, so be nice to have some different options, but it's okay. But overall, I think it's pretty cute. I'm not obsessed with the quality of the makeup. I've used better products, but the packaging. It's mainly the packaging's the main draw of this collection. And as a DC Comics nerd, hello, I love it. I mean, you can even see I'm working on a wig for a cosplay convention, and you see my sewing machine and my Justice League poster, and my mannequin with my Harley Quinn shirt that I'm working on. This is my third time trying to make it. I've been having different issues. I'm going to make a separate video talking about my cosplays that I'm making. So watch out for that. But overall, I think the sheglam Catwoman collection is pretty mid. The only thing that it's really got going for it is the packaging. I love the packaging because I'm a fan. But if you're not a fan of Catwoman or DC Comics or the gothic black and the stitching or cats, I don't really see you. There's way better products for around the same price point if what you're looking for is the quality of makeup. I hate the eyeliner. It's terrible. It's awful. It's atrocious. The PH blush is okay, but it's basically disappearing. I'm looking at my office mirror that's in front of there. I can barely see it. Here, I can barely see it either. I'm gonna have to top it off with another blush later, but I might do a check-in to check on the lips and the eyes and the highlighter, but the blush just went away. It went away. Like Catwoman at the end of Batman Returns. But yeah, I like the packaging, but what's inside, I've had better makeup. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later with my next nerdy thing, or makeup or nails. I'm a nail polish addict. If a nail polish brand does the Zack Snyder universe, if they do a Snyderverse collection, buy it, because y'all know I'm a Snyderverse stan. Restore the Snyderverse, fire James Gunn. I'm part of that whole movement. So yeah, which I know this Catwoman's not in there. I know, but I can still like films outside of the universe. Just not the new DCU garbage. But yeah, I love the aesthetic of this collection. I don't love sheglam or Shein because fast fashion, but yeah. Meow.